what I realized yesterday was the camera's not even an issue. Like the way it is, like I can always like zoom in and out of the camera, so it doesn't really even matter too much like how the camera is, because it's already zoomed out a lot, so I can zoom like back in, so I don't have to keep worrying all the time about the camera and everything like that. But yeah, today's another day right now. Just this morning I woke up in the morning and I couldn't stop thinking about McDonald's. Not McDonald's like in general. So here's how I got here. So I was thinking this morning like things to be grateful for, because I'm still upset. Oh my god, this GPS thing's all messed up, so I have to follow the traditional thing. I have to follow the instructions here. So but I was thinking about McDonald's yesterday. I was like not McDonald's. I was like thinking about things to be grateful for, because I don't have a lot of insane stuff. So I was thinking like yesterday that this morning actually that let me just quickly get my, I don't know what's going on in my throat. So yeah, this morning I was thinking about like things to be grateful for, and I'm like, there's food like right around my area, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like in my childhood, we didn't have food in my area. Like if you wanted to go get like McDonald's, for example, it was like a 50-minute drive, so like it was crazy back then. Like we couldn't get any food. Like if some kid came into class with some McDonald's food, we're taking that from him. We are not letting him eat that. Like, he's not eating that food. Like we are taking that from him, and we are eating that. Talking about like some we call treat others the way you want to be treated. Nah, we are taking that food. Like we're not letting him eat that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Sometimes kids will come to class with some McDonald's or something like that, and we're taking that from him. Like we're not letting him eat that. You know what I'm saying? It happened to me before as well, so I know how it feels. One time they dropped off McDonald's and some kid ate my food. Stupid kid. But yeah, that I was thinking about that. I was like, it's crazy that there's food all over my area. Like I can walk and get food. I can go to the food truck and get some food. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. Because there was no food. There's some pizza places, some pizza. What else was there? I don't even know what else is there. It's just pizza places. Yeah, that's all I used to get. There used to be a pizza place near our thing. And pizza used to be like cheap back then. I think it was like $9, I think, for pizza over there. Which that's a good price. Like you compare it now, it's like $20, I think. I don't even know how much pizza is nowadays. And like not Domino's pizza, like actual real pizza made from the actual like pizza real place. Back then as well, they used to have the designs for the actual in the restaurants. The designs and everything like in the restaurant, like the way the restaurant's like set up and everything, how it looks. It used to look so good. Nowadays everything's so basic now and plain. But back then it felt like an actual like pizzeria place. It's insane. Like I was watching a video about that as well the other day about like all the restaurants like changed their structure, like how it looks on the inside. It looks all basic now compared to how it used to look back then. Like back then in the like even 10 years ago, for example, everything used to look so, I don't know why he was standing there. Yeah, everything used to look so like good. Like it used to be like so designed and everything. Like it used to be like an actual like sort of like a what do you call it? Like it used to have like a playground inside of it. It used to be like a full like design place. I understand about the playground thing because there were a lot of injuries and it's always dirty there and stuff like that. But like what do you call it? Like actually like the inside, like it would be designed so well. But now everything's so like basic. Like if you're going to a Burger King, it felt like an actual like I don't know what the word I'm looking for right now. But it was really good design. Like it was designed really well. But now it's like so plain. And the reason why I was saying that in that video was because they sell it. Like they rent out the area. This thing is so I don't know how to turn this thing off. I never forget to. I'm trying. I don't know how to do it. It's so annoying, that stupid thing all the time. It goes off every single time. But what they do is they sell the like they rent out the place, so just in case like they want to sell it to someone else, it's easier to like then like they can sell it more easier, and they can like fully like move into it. Like you'll see like some like McDonald's, for example, they'll buy like there might be like a former like bank place, like, and then McDonald's will buy that area and it would be like the McDonald's. I'm like messing up what I'm trying to say right now, but I think you sort of get what the point I'm trying to say right now is. Like everything's all basic because they want to like it's all about like what do you call it, profit. It's all about profit, you know what I'm saying? They don't care more about the inner design. There are some areas like they're even like in the video as well, it was showing like some areas that like were that used to look really good. It's so annoying about this thing because this car goes really fast and then like the speed the thing goes off. It's so annoying, you know what I'm saying? But no, they used to have like a couple of the areas as well that used to be better designed, but they replaced that as well. Like they completely destroyed it because I just gotta quickly merge into this. There's always roads a little more annoying, a little more challenging to go into. In the afternoon it's more easier, but in the morning it's much more harder. There's like 5-6 cars. I've never seen this much in front of me because none of them can merge into the highway. Right there, it's perfect opening, guys. Go, you fools! What are you doing? It's not just a straight road, so now I don't have to focus on anything else. But yeah, they replaced some of the areas, like if the McDonald's one, if they had like those golden stripe things, I don't know what they're called, those golden lights. They're not golden lights. Those, you know, those golden like poles, those things. Like they would replace, like they would have some McDonald's that would have the whole area that was like full of design and everything, and then they would replace it. And it's so stupid because like it gives you more of that feel, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel more like you're in an actual like it just feels so boring, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened, when it exactly happened. Maybe after like 2020, that's when I started noticing everything becoming so boring and all online and stuff like that. Like I don't remember before like 2019 some on like delivery driving, like the DoorDash and everything being as popular as it is now. I don't remember that. Sure, there was some like Uber Eats, I think, delivery, maybe something like that, but it wasn't as popular back then. Like everyone's got so lazy and so online. Like everybody's on their phone, like even more now. Back then, sure, but like. No, like all they do is just scroll now. I don't understand it. They're like zombies. You know what I'm saying? I don't really scroll too much. I was scrolling for like 20 seconds in the morning. I was just changing, getting ready for the morning, so I wanted some audio really. So that's all that's when I really do it. That's really it. I don't really ever really do it too much. Like I said in my previous video, I didn't even know what scrolling was until I didn't even know that there was a such thing as like a scrolling thing. I didn't even know what that was. And I don't know why people are like actively engaged in that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But and it's weird, like in my classes as well, you'll see like the people in my high school, they couldn't even go 2 minutes in my senior year without their phone. I don't know what happened, especially in the senior year, and like in the 2023 year, whatever happened that year. That's when I feel like everybody was on their phone even more. Maybe just my point of view, they couldn't go 2 minutes without their phones. Sure, it was bad enough before, but in that year they couldn't go like a minute without their phone. It was like absolutely crazy. Like I was like in class and like my teacher constantly said way too much. Like put away your phones and stuff like that. Like it would say way too much. You know what I'm saying? But that year overall, it wasn't, said before, it wasn't the best year in my life. But still, just crazy, the amount that people resort to the phones. The thing is, I haven't really talked to too much people in the last year, so I'm not really too sure how everything is, like, in terms of, like, how much they use their phones. I know some of my teammates, all my stuff, like, everyone that I know in wrestling and stuff like that, they're on their phones all the time. So, I'm not saying, oh, they can't do, like, it's their free time, they can do whatever, but I'm saying that, like, they're controlled by the phone now. It's weird. Look what I'm doing now. I'm making content because, you know, everyone's on their phone. Might as well profit off this and, you know, actually do something good. But I'm not doing the short-term thing. So, like, a lot of the creators will do short-form content. But, like, I feel like the thing is with short-form content, I said it before, you have to, like, put on, like, a mask, you know? Right now, I can just talk and do whatever. Sure, I'm losing some audience by talking like this right now because it's a long-form video. Not a lot of people can go, like, 40, I don't know how long I do these videos. Sometimes I do them 40, sometimes I do them 20 minutes, sometimes I do them an hour. So it depends. On the lifting days, I only do it like 20 minutes because I live, like, my room's like 10 minutes away from the gym, so it's not too, like, 8 minutes away from the gym, so it's not like too far. So yeah, that's why I don't really record long ones in that day. Right now, my class, like, getting to the class, anything like that, it's like a 30-minute drive, so it's a while. So it would just be boring just sitting in the car and just, like, doing that. That's what's good about this recording as well, that every single time this thing is, so I gotta turn this off. I don't know how to turn this thing off. I don't know who put this setting on this thing, but it's just gonna keep going off all the time. It's so annoying. So basically, I would, like, every single time now when I drive, because I have to do long drives sometimes. Like, if I have to go to practices over in another area and stuff like that, I'm always driving on the road. So I'm like, I can always just pull out this camera and just start talking. You know, really, I've always got stuff in my mind. And the thing is, well, like, when I go, like, after I talk, like, here, and then I go into my classes, I feel a lot more relaxed and more, like, calm compared to last time when I wasn't talking I was actually talking, but I was, like, not doing well. I was feeling out of it, so I stopped the recording and I went into class and I was just feeling terrible, you know what I'm saying? Awful. The thing is, what I realized is, as well, I say, you know, so much. I was, like, listening, sometimes I, like, take the clips out of this. So what I do as well is I, like, take some of the clips, like, the best moments on here, like, so what I'll do is I get, like, an AI thing, maybe Gemini or something like that, and I'll clip, like, I'll put the video into Gemini, you know. I can say this, I don't think this is, like, anything bad. So I put the clips into Gemini, the video into, like, Google Gemini, because it's able to, like process the link and everything like that. ChatGPT can't, and Gemini is a free app. So AI is a tool. You shouldn't, like, be fully against it. If you can use it right, like, my content isn't AI. Like, it's nothing I upload or anything like AI doesn't upload my content. I do everything on my own. So for me, AI is just a tool for me that I use. And so what I do is I ask Gemini, oh, what's the best moments from the video, and it'll tell me, like, some, like, timestamps, and then I'll edit like, I'll put the timestamps in, like, a short clip, and I'll upload it there. So then that's how I'm getting to the short form audience as well. So it's the best of two worlds, really. But I'm not, like, forcing stuff. I'm not forcing clips. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just talking, really. You know, whatever happens. Like, for example, yesterday I was, like watching back my video, and I was talking about that Patrick Bateman Sigma thing, and I was, like, dying laughing for 10 minutes. Like, especially the part where it was like, oh, are you happy or sad? And he's like, sad. And he's like, are you worried that I'm gonna break your heart? He's like, I'm worried. I was dying laughing at that point. Just listening to me talk, I was laughing. I couldn't stop listening to that. It was so funny. So, like, that's the thing. I'm, like, genuinely, like, just talking and just, like, you know, like, making. I'm not even focusing on clips. I already have so much clips as well. I probably have, like, right now I'm only on day 18, and I don't even know what day I'm on. Maybe 22, I think now. I don't know. 23, 4, 5. I do not know. I'll record these daily vlogs and everything like that. But yeah. What was I just talking about? Yeah. in those first couple days, I already have like 80 clips, like 80 separate clips, and we call it. I upload once a day, so I don't really need to force any clips anymore. I have plenty of clips already, so I do not need to force any clips. Also, I ran out of energy to use for my AI app, so what I end up doing is this AI app puts captions on the videos, and I wasn't able to get the captions and everything like that, so I had to actually stop it. So maybe I have to start going into my old videos now and start getting some clips from there as well. But like overall, it just tells me the best moments from the video. It's not really anything that like I don't force anything. Like I'm telling you, I don't force anything. So I just really talk, do whatever. Right now as well, I'm just heading over to my classes right now. It's I have no idea what's going on here. Why are they stopping in the middle of the road? Nope, that's not good. I think something happened on the road here. Like everyone just stopped all of a sudden. I'll see what happened. What do they do? Oh, because they all want to go left. That's why they're stopping. It's a huge thing. Like they're huge. I think also construction here. I'm not too sure exactly what's going on. I'm not gonna be like that. I saw this video as well yesterday about some guy who he crashed his car, and I didn't like, I saw the video already a long time ago, but I just saw like someone else talking about it, and just like talking about like it's crazy, like thinking about like no, because here's what happened in the thing. So some guy was, I'm not even gonna say his name. He was like some girl, like he hangs out with he pays a bunch of girls to be around him, and one of the girls, like one of the security guards, came up to the guy. He's like, they're kicking him out of the area that he sneaked into, and the girl's like, oh look, there's a body that passed. There's someone that passed out, and they're like, oh, he's passed out. Like they're pretending it. And the guy was commenting on the video. It was like, even if there was a guy who was passed out, they would just zoom in on the guy on the floor, and like they wouldn't even care. And I was like thinking, like right now, I was just thinking right now. I was like, I wanted to like show it for a second, and I'm like, wait, I don't want to be like that guy who just zooms in on like the stuff like that. So yeah, that's weird, just like doing all that type of stuff for content. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I maybe see where he has this thing because he maybe gone to a lot of human experiences, so he might not see every single human as like a proper human anymore. It sounds weird to say, but when you see so much people, it's like weird to have more empathy. I haven't seen a lot of people. I'm barely talking to anybody in the past year, which hopefully that can change when I wrestle at a better college, like wrestle out of college, not even at, because I'm currently not even being able to wrestle here, which it's like I've talked, like it's something that's on my mind a lot, because like I've said it before, like in a couple of videos, like I was expecting to be here for the next 4 years, expecting to grow by this time right now, I was expecting my content to be a lot bigger. The thing was, I was posting 20 times a day, doing a bunch of other stuff, so I shouldn't have done that, so that's why my things have gone slower. So hopefully it'll be more up by December time. Hopefully I can get some actual viewers here. I got 0 right now, but the thing is, I'm just focused on making this entertaining so people can go back and just watch all of it. It doesn't have to be something that like does well straight away. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do this for like 6,000 times, I can't do this for 6,000 times. If I do this for 1,000 times, probably one will do decent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is something I was really focused on, coaching and just doing this as wrestling as a side thing. Wrestling a couple tournaments, but not making it too much of a thing anymore, because injuries were a big thing as well. But like, that's what I'm thinking now. I probably shouldn't wrestle at like a big D1 school or anything like that, because the thing is, even though it's cool and everything like that, like like if I could wrestle at like a Binghamton, something like that, because it wouldn't be expensive to wrestle there. It'll probably be like 10K, something like that. Is he coming in? I'll let him in. I don't know what he's doing. I tried. Yeah, it would be more expensive to wrestle there, so. I mean, not expensive, it'd be cheaper, but it's so time consuming. Not like just time consuming, but like I need to focus. Like when this thing gets more bigger, that I have to focus a lot more on this. So I was thinking next year transfer NAIA, maybe because I'll have a lot more free time there. But then I don't know how the whole thing works. I gotta talk to the coaches there as well, and get a full ride maybe. You know, because if I can go to college for free, then I don't care what division I'm wrestling. Like, you gotta be realistic at this point and be like, at D1, you're not getting a full scholarship for wrestling. Maybe in lacrosse, other sports you are, but for wrestling, they barely give scholarships out to the best people. There's multiple national champions in D1 that do not get scholarships. That was Ivy League, Cornell, so they don't really hand out athletic scholarships there at Ivy League, I think, so that's why that one national champion I'm talking about didn't get a scholarship. A lot of them don't get it though, like that's the one I heard about, but a lot of them do not get full scholarship rides because, or really that much scholarship money, because it's hard in D1, in the D1 programs don't give wrestling that much money compared to the other sports. Like football, they'll probably give them like, let's say for example, 10 million, and then wrestling they'll give them like $500,000 to split among the whole roster of 40 teams. So 40 wrestlers. So maybe like 20 of them will get partial scholarships, and then there'll be a lot of walk-ons. Like a lot of like kids are not getting scholarship money, so they'll be called walk-ons. Some colleges I don't get it, like at like a Binghamton, for example, in my New York, because I'm in New York, so I can, you know, if I was to not even get any scholarship money, I'd probably get a ton of academic money. I don't know, maybe the second year kind of messed me up this first semester because my grades are really bad, but the first year I was a 4.0 GPA, so I would have got a lot of money there, and it probably would have cost like $12K to go there to wrestle at Binghamton, which looking back now is probably something that I probably should have done, but it was a long practice and everything like that, and I'm still developing. That was the thing. Now I'm probably almost developed. That was also a thing that I was planning on doing, being fully developed. I was planning on just spending a year here, maybe doing it full time, but I can't even wrestle here, so there's not even a point in staying here. Maybe I can transfer back just in case if I want to wrestle at 230, because they have 230 in them over here. They don't have it in any other. They don't have it in the NCAA, but they have it here. The 230 pounds. So maybe if I get like bigger, stronger, and I want to wrestle 230, maybe I can come back here and wrestle 230. The big issue is I can't cut weight right now. That's a big issue. I can't cut weight because there's not a lot of practices, so I can't wrestle any tournaments because I'll have to wrestle unattached anyways first semester because I don't want to waste a year of eligibility, so I won't be able to wrestle. And I'm not even sure about the weight certs and everything, how everything's gonna work. So last year everything was good, but this year things are a little more messed up right now. But yeah, if an NAIA school, I don't have ego or anything like that. I don't care what division I really wrestle in. If they give me a full scholarship, I'm taking it. And if I can like be in a position where I'm someone that they know my name, they care about me, that matters more than walking onto a random D1 team. That, like, for example, you don't want to pay $60K a year to go to a D1 school because it's because you get a higher image. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Even then as well, like, even if you do get a lot of money, I know a guy as well who got a full scholarship as well, and he's not doing well in his first year. And some people look back on me and they're like, how did I do so well in my first year? How, like, a lot of athletes in my area look back at me and they're like, how did he do well his first year? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even like he disappeared in his senior. He literally like quit his senior year. I disappeared for half my senior season because it was going so badly that I literally just disappeared. I couldn't take the pressure anymore. So the thing, like, how did he manage to, break this college system where everyone else is like they don't even know his name or anything? It's so hard to adjust. But how did he how was he able to adjust so well to it? And the thing was, I didn't adjust well to it. I've talked about it. I was not on the travel team for the first month. They didn't even know my name or anything. Like, that's the thing with a lot of colleges. They won't know your name unless they have a reason to even know your name. You know what I'm saying? They'll just be like, you, and stuff like that. Sometimes you'll meet these coaches, they're like the nicest people in the world. And then you'll actually go to their place, and first of all, they might not even know you did. They'll probably forget your name by that point, and then they're so mean to you. They don't even care about you. Maybe sometimes, like, when they're getting you onto the team, like when they're trying to recruit you, they'll be like, oh, you will be our main man. You'll be our guy. We'll show you so much love. We'll set you up for life. We'll do stuff like that. And then you go into the campus, and they don't care about you one bit. And you're like, oh my God, why am I even here? I had that feeling before because I felt like I was going to be in like such a environment where they really cared and developed it for me. And they didn't even know my name and they didn't care about me. I'm like, oh my God, I just want to transfer out of here. But it went really well after. Then towards the end, I tore my elbow. But yeah, right now, really, that's the thing. Like, with the that's why it's not worth. That's the thing. The mental side as well. Even though, like, for example, you do like if you don't get like a full ride or something like that, and you're wrestling at a D1 thing, for example, and then you're not starting, you're not doing anything, the coach doesn't know your name, it's gonna mess with your head so much. Like, at that point, you completely burn out. A lot of guys will end up quitting the sport after because you're spending so much money. The coaches don't care about you. You don't get any opportunities because they're not gonna send you to the tournaments if you're just gonna do bad. So, at the end of the day, like, you're sacrificing team points. Like, you're giving the other team more, we call it points. And they don't want that. And they don't want to sacrifice. And they have to spend money for your dorms, for your room and everything like that. Have to, pay for your travel, everything like that. So, yeah, they don't want to do all that if you're just going to do 0-2 and, get pinned in, 30 seconds. So, but in other sports as well, like wrestling at least, you can get onto the mat more easier. Let's say for football, for example, a D1 football. If you're a D1 football walk-on, I don't know. You might be a little cooked. You're probably not ever getting onto the mat. Let's be honest. It's very hard to get onto the mat and just D1 football. Because think about it. There's I don't even know. There's probably 16 total players that get in the full time. Maybe there's substitute. I don't even know how football works. Maybe there's 24 guys that probably get in and out the whole match, I think, maybe something like that. So, and there's probably maybe over 120 guys on their roster, 150 guys on their roster. So let's say, for example, there's a senior has much more connections with the coaches. He's been in the system longer. He's been doing everything longer. Let's say you're better than him. But this senior has more connections with the coaches. He has better team chemistry. He's been in the lineup for years or been around the lineup for years. He's been around the team. The coach is going to put him over you, regardless if you're better or not. They don't care. It's all about politics, image, everything like that. You know what I'm saying? At least wrestling, they give you a little bit more fair of a chance. At least when I was given a chance, I was given a chance because it was a local tournament. It was a tournament that was in our area, so that's why I was given a chance. I probably wouldn't have got. I was not given a chance straight away. I was given a chance because it was in my local area, and I really went after it, and I really showed that I belonged here. I wrestled in my second ever match in college. This is after I ran and had tried to drop 7 pounds in the morning. I won the first match, but then the second match, I had to wrestle a guy who was basically a D2 he was a previous D2 national qualifier 2 years ago. And then last year, I don't know exactly what, I think he redshirted last year. He wanted to go all for it this year. Well, yeah, I had to wrestle him, and he took me down. It was not the best match for me. I immediately went to my knees. I was crawling around. I didn't think he was any good or anything like that. Here's the thing. He wasn't warming up or anything. He was so calm. So I'm like, either this guy's going to be insane or he's going to suck. So I got on my knees because I was trying to get loose and everything like that. I like to get low in the beginning because I want to stay low. It's hard for me sometimes back then to be low. So that's something that helped me a lot. So, yeah, that was what I used to do. But right now, I'm in my class right now. I got, dug this out for now. What I was thinking as well is if it ever in class, so sometimes at the end of class, the professor, he picks 2 guys to do some questions on the board. If he ever picks me, I'm not gonna be able to know what I'm doing in that class. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen. So yeah, I just got done with my class right now. And you remember how I said that, people don't really care that much about what another person does? Well, yeah. So today in my class, I told you about the kid in my math class that, I don't really know what he's doing. I don't know it. So he got called up to the board today to do a question. The teacher probably did not want him to go up there, but he did it. I don't know, in the beginning of the class, I don't know, he was like arguing about some I don't know, he came out strong. He was arguing in the first minute. And I don't really know. He was quiet though most of the class. Here's the thing in my class though. I wasn't paying attention at all today in class. I was just doing my homework, to be honest. I had to get ahead of the game. I'm like, at this point, I'm already 2 behind. I got no idea what's going on. It's telling me to go right. I'll go right. So yeah, I'm like, I had no idea what's going on. I'm basically messed up. I'm like, there's no way I'm getting any of this now, so might as well just do my homework. So I was doing it, and he got called up. This is already in the class the last 10 minutes, so now I'm really done with my homework and everything like that. So I'm more paying attention now. So he gets up, he gets called up to the board. He comes to the board, and he goes up in the front, in the front chair, one of the chairs in the front, and he just started doing some weird stretches. I'll get out of my car and I'll show you what he was doing. One more of this video. He was nah, I was struggling to hold in my laughter. Some people had to cover their mouths and start laughing. Usually we try to lock in with this guy. That was too much. I'm telling you, he I don't know what he was doing. Why would you think of doing that? What are you doing? I don't know what he was doing. I'll go outside right in a couple minutes, and I'll show you what I mean. I don't know. You see, this is what I'm saying. Usually, you don't judge. No one really cares and no one really judges you. But that's what are you doing in that? I don't understand what he was doing. I'm not judging him. I mean, I am. But what was he doing there? This thing, you'll never hear me ever judge anybody. I don't judge anybody. I don't really care. Oh, look at this. Wow, I didn't even know we had this. What even is this? What even is this area I'm in right now? I've never gone this way. Well, I entered through here, but I never really look around, so I'm very sick. But we call it, yeah, I don't judge people usually, but I don't know what that was. Oh, this is the type of thing, you see the stuff on the internet, and you're there's no, you're dying laughing in the internet, when you're watching it online. But when you're in person, you gotta be what the people, sometimes when you see the videos of the people in the classroom, and there's that one guy doing a stupid thing, but everyone else is quiet and everything, and you're oh, why is the guy so quiet? I understand it. You gotta lock in for this type of stuff. I got no idea what I don't think he might just be messing. He's not messing around. That's the thing though. That's why I don't want to laugh at him, because he's not messing around when he's doing this type of stuff. I don't know what's up, because I think he's a foreign exchange student, and most of them they have different culture, different ways they act. So different how it's accepted, the way they act and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't really know. Maybe he's got locked down. He doesn't care what anyone else thinks, but I don't really know. He's just doing whatever. I don't know really. But yeah, that's the thing about this school though. A lot of weird kids, not weird kids because they're weird, because it's a school for smart, really smart people and to go to the school, so it's a lot less about having fun and stuff like that. I don't think anyone really talks to each other here. Everyone's just locked in and just focused on their class. It's a lot of foreign exchange students, a lot of really smart people come here because it's a good medical program school. Medical and engineering school. That's what this school is mostly about. So yeah, there's not really any it's not let's say for example a Florida whatever that place is called, Florida Atlantic, whatever it is, or like Arizona State, where they're just having really fun. They're not really learning too much. Or like an LSU. I don't know why some people would pay $60K or whatever it is to go. I don't know how much LSU is. Why would you go there just to like have fun? I don't know really. Why would you even go to a party school in general? I don't really know. For me, I don't even like going to any parties and stuff like that. The only parties I have is on the wrestling mats. So, yeah. I mean, I love just improving myself, improving myself. You'll see, a lot of people do not lift. They don't exercise. They don't do anything. And I don't understand how it's really... I used to, even then, when I was 260 still, I love to go outside and play every single once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Go outside and like do some sort of activity outside. I love playing soccer back then. I don't understand why no one likes. Maybe I was just born different. You know, I think I found my favorite wrestling. I tried a couple other sports. You know, I always had the drive. That was the thing with me. I always had the drive, but I didn't have the right like sport I picked. I was always talented in every other sport, but like I feel like wrestling was a sport where I actually started off really bad. Like, in the other sports, I started off decent and everything like that. Wrestling, I started off really bad. Like, really, really bad. I thought I could fight or something like that, and it humbled me really quickly. I could not fight at all. I was powerless, you know? The first sparring session. It's a canon event. It really humbles you, the first sparring session that you ever have. It humbles you, like, you know? When I came to my first practice, when we were running around with the music on and everything like that, oh my god, I felt like I was on another whole different planet. I'd never been on a sports team before, so I was like, this is my first ever sports team. This is sick. And that's high school, you know? High school is like the big sports team, you know? Like, if you're on varsity and a sports team, it's a big deal. Like, you're a big athlete. Like all of a sudden in high school, they view the athletes as like a big deal. Like, if you're an athlete, you're a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you play like field hockey, for example, you're an athlete in your high school, you're a big thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that is, why teachers and stuff like that do that. I do not understand why there's so much favoritism and everything towards athletes. I've been an athlete. I can tell you for a fact, there is favoritism. They do like people that do sports more than people that do not do sports. I've been on both sides. I can tell you for a fact, as soon as I started wrestling, when I was on the varsity team as well, in my junior year, when I was put on the varsity roster, that's when I started getting a crazy amount of love all of a sudden. And there weren't any really juniors in the varsity lineup. We only had 5 juniors as well, so I started getting a lot more love all of a sudden, which I noticed really quickly. But maybe some people like to watch the high school sports, the varsity sports, because they think it's high level. I do not think like kids that are age 14 to 18 are like fully developed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're fully developed like way into your 30s, like when late 20s. That's when you hit your peak, around that time. So you shouldn't be judging people off high school. That's the thing. Like that's why a lot of high school guys struggle, because once the guys who like are peaking later catch up to you, like, let's say for example you're 14, but you have like the body and like the speed and the genetics of you have the ability of like an 18-year-old. You're like built like an 18-year-old, and like you have such an advantage compared to the other kids your age. When you reach that 18 range, you go against guys who are like 22 and fully developed. That's why a lot of guys struggle, because they go up against grown adults. For me, I had a crazy strength gain, so I was able to adjust and be able to wrestle against them decently. Last year I was not as strong as I am now, but I was still able to go against them. I didn't realize that at the time. Like, it's really hard going up against guys who are older than you in any sport. I was able to go up there. I had no, I was not nervous. I wasn't scared or anything. I didn't back down. I didn't start backing up. A lot of people, when they start wrestling these high ranked guys, they get scared. They start backing up and stuff like that. For me, I get excited when I wrestle these ranked guys. I'm like, I earned this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I worked hard in practice. I work hard in the weight room. I like do all the extra work. I do everything. I recover well. I do everything well. I'm like, I want to work. I want to get these matches. I want to wrestle these high ranked guys. You know, I work so hard for it. I'm not working this hard so I can wrestle some like some wrestler who's not that good, and I can get an easy win. I don't want an easy win. I don't want a forfeit. If I cut 10 pounds and I get a forfeit, I am so mad. I have to cut so much weight. I'm not going through all that struggle just to get a forfeit or an easy win. I want to wrestle these high ranked guys, and I want to show that I'm worth something. I'd rather lose 15 points against a ranked guy than beat some guy and pin some guy in a minute who's not even good. You know what I'm saying? At least, or like lose by 14 points, something like that. I don't want to get fully tagged, but what I'm trying to say is that like I don't want to get these easy wins. I don't care about these wins. You're never gonna catch me ever going to a freshman sophomore tournament. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I want these hard matches. I want these matches. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather go 2-86 against some good high ranked competition than go like 40-16 against, or 40-6 for example, against some like low competition. You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep getting up after those 86 losses, it says something about your character. Like it's gonna like help you a lot. Like just keep getting up, and it's like that's more important than the wins. First of all, just keep getting up, but also if you get those 2 ranked wins, if you get 1 ranked win, it means more than just winning against some random average nobody. And that's something that I'm happy that I was able to wrestle these high level competitions so early on. You know, my first year, I wasn't handed these easy matches. My first match was pretty easy, I'll be honest. I was cutting weight as well, so I had a strength advantage there. But still, it was a really easy match. I mean, it was not, I'd say easy. It was a junior, so he had like 2 extra years of wrestling ahead of me and everything like that. But I don't know. I didn't feel too bad. That first match wasn't too hard. No disrespect to him, but because I'll probably wrestle him again next year. No, I won't, because he's graduating, I think, this year, and I'm not wrestling in the tournament that he's supposed to wrestle, so I won't probably wrestle him. Yeah, he did do a couple other tricks on me. He was doing a couple weird stuff that out of the first year, so I wasn't used to it. But yeah, I was able to out-wrestle him, and that was after I cut weight. So that was my easiest match, my lowest ranked match against a junior. That says a lot about my schedule. But yeah, you'll see a lot of especially some of the D1 freshmen. You know, they'll have their confidence destroyed early on because they'll come to practice, because when you have that D1 name and everything around you, you're so excited and everything like that. You come to practice and now you're a nobody. You're not just a nobody, you're getting destroyed. First of all, the condition and the whole practice is tough in general. Then you're surrounded by guys who are way better than you, who are completely destroying your confidence every single day. And then you go to matches and you get destroyed. So what some of the D1 freshmen do is they go to easy tournaments and they get some easy wins because they want to help their confidence up, and that helps a lot. But for me, I didn't care in my first year that I was getting wrestling these D1 seniors and stuff like that, and these high level seniors. I didn't care. I just wanted to go out and just wrestle. You know what I'm saying? I worked as hard as possible. I deserve these matches. I would never ever dodge anybody. You know what I'm saying? Go out every single day, just perform to your hardest. Meditate, improve yourself, really read, try to help out. Read out loud. Don't just read out loud. You know what I'm saying? It helps a lot, reading out loud. That's what helped me a lot. I used to just read a page or two, but I used to read out loud. You see some people saying that, they read for 30 minutes, but I mean, I don't know if they're doing that every day, 30 minutes, first of all. A lot of people can say that. I could say, I do push-ups for 3 hours straight every day, and I'm so strong, but I don't do it. I don't probably do it. I don't even do push-ups every day. And that's the thing. I maybe should start doing push-ups more. Because sure, it's cool to have some upper, some double up bench, but at the same time, you want to be able to move your body. That's why a lot of wrestlers do dips and stuff like that. I don't do them because first of all, I don't have a dip machine, like the dip bar thing. When people do the dips, they do the bar. Second of all, I see a lot of injuries off that, and I'm probably the type of guy who would ego lift there. That's just who I am. I always want to lift the heaviest and the hardest, so I would probably hurt myself there compared to a dumbbell bench where you can really see your limits early on. Plus, I don't know really, to be honest. I just don't have the main reason is I don't have a bar to do a dips on, like, or whatever the thing is. I really don't have that, so maybe in a couple of years I might do it, but you don't see a lot of the college programs really do too much of that. They still prioritize dumbbell bench. They don't prioritize barbell bench as much. You'll see a lot of the colleges, they'll do dumbbell benches. Some of them do the barbell benches, but a lot of the colleges you'll see do dumbbell, because dumbbell is like a it's more helpful for wrestling, I feel like, compared to a barbell. Some coaches argue, some say like it doesn't really matter, but I think it does. I'm not sure if I make this turn here or not. No, you don't. It's confusing this thing. I'm almost at my place right now. I'm going to get food right now because I'm really hungry. I think, yeah, make the turn and stuff. But this thing just misled me. I'm telling you, this thing is so stupid. Wait, did I go the right way or the wrong? What way am I even at? I'm at the wrong way. I'm stuck here. See, that's the thing with this annoying thing. Now it's longer. I want food right now. Way more. I'm starving right now. I didn't eat anything this morning. Because I just want to eat this right now, but now I can't even do that. So I'm just have to go in here and just like try to escape my way out of here. I think he also ran into the same problem that I'm at right now. I've never actually ordered from here before, so I'll see how that goes right now. I've been here before, but I've never actually ordered here before, so it's gonna be pretty cool to see. It's a really good place right now, but I'll show you. Maybe I'll go towards the end of my video or something like that. I gotta show you what he was doing. I don't really know what he was doing, but yeah, overall, that's what I was really doing. I was just doing my homework in the class, really, because at the end of the day, I might as well be productive. You know, a lot of people go on their phones and play the whole class. I don't understand why you would do that. If you're just gonna do that, I think you should just leave. Like, you should just come to class, you have to take, the reason why I come here is because I have to get attendance. If I didn't need attendance for these classes, I wouldn't come. I don't know why they started implementing more attendance thing. I don't think in the past they did this. It was just you came to class and you did whatever. Maybe, might be mistaken, but they do take attendance because it's so annoying. In my one class, they don't, and I haven't shown up there in so long. Because really, these lectures, I don't really see too much of a point of them. It's just about the degree and the test at this point. Maybe like a couple of years ago, it was really more important. But now you got AI, all these tools, they can help you out way more than listening to these lectures and just writing. You know, that's the whole thing in college. You're just writing, really, back and forth. It's really all about the connections and like the people you talk to and stuff like that. That's really the main point of college. In this college, there's nobody to even talk to, so that's why this college, I don't even feel like it's the right fit for me anymore. Plus, I have no wrestling, so it sucks. I have like literally nothing right now. And yeah, it's just weird, you know, walking around the college and just realizing that you're not wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird because like you've already wrestled these high-level guys already. You're already known as a guy in your area who wrestles and everything like that in college and everything, and doing well. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people in the world that can say that they wrestled the guys who I did it right and wrestled. That's like the competition, being a starter really early on. You know, starting in those dual meets, stuff like that. I'm not being arrogant. I'm saying that like it's cool to have that thing and yeah, it's like weird now not being not wrestling anymore, like just being just an average person, which I'm not saying being an average person is bad, but most of the people nowadays just scroll. Most people just waste time. Most people are lazy nowadays. And I don't really like most people are antisocial. They don't really talk. They don't really know how to talk. So I don't like to be in that sort of I just wanted to really do my own thing. Really, I'm kind of nervous coming here. You have to tell them what you want and everything like that. I haven't done this in so long. You see, this is the thing. A lot of people in this generation get nervous about just ordering food now. You know what I'm saying? Talking. I'm including myself, but I was always nervous when I was a kid. I wasn't like even when I was like 6 or stuff like that. I was more nervous. I wasn't always the best talker and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I was like more nervous. I didn't want to like mess up and have the guys look at me and stuff like that. So yeah, I was very quiet back then. Now you see me talking this. I can talk wherever now. This whole truck is blocking the way right now, so I can't even see what is going on right now. But yeah, you'll see a lot of people, like, for example, like, I've heard one of my teachers say this before, my science substitute teacher, which we had a substitute teacher the first semester, and not like in our in high school, our first semester. There's 4 semesters in high school, so the first semester we had a substitute teacher, like a teacher that would just watch us really. Like he was like our I don't know what they call it, whatever it was. He was our teacher for the first semester, and yeah, he was a very questionable person. Very fun person, but I don't know what was up with that dude. Very fun person, very nice person to be around and everything like that. Not a nice person, but fun person to be around. I wouldn't say nice. He was still nice. It was fun to be around. I feel like something was off with that dude. But yeah, he ended up. Yeah, he talked about on his first day of school that a lot of kids in our generation, which is true. What I'm about to say right now. They're like, if like on the plane ride, for example, if like someone's kicking their chair, they wouldn't say anything. This generation, a lot of kids in my generation now don't really talk, speak up. So, anyways, what ended up happening with that dude is he ended up going to a middle school after and he got fired. So, that's all I'd say. That's up with him. I don't really know why. He says these comments and stuff like that, which we're okay in the high school. We didn't really complain too much because he was like, we loved him, but I don't know, some of the stuff we were saying was a little off, so they eventually cut him off because I know he made a comment towards a girl, I think, or something like that, and I don't know, the girl did not like it, so he ended up getting, or maybe showed a video or something like that. I don't really know the exact words, but yeah, dude ended up getting fired. Well, we didn't even teach us anything. We all got messed up so badly when our teacher came back because he did not teach us anything. He was a fun teacher and everything like that, but did not teach us anything. But yeah, I'm gonna go in right now. I'll be back. Alright, so just got back. It's crazy how cheap that is. Only $13 for that whole thing. It's like absolutely crazy. I think maybe Chipotle also does that, but I don't really know how much Chipotle is. Maybe it's $20 at Chipotle. I don't know. Prices are crazy nowadays, but that's crazy how cheap that is and how much they put in there. Chipotle is very picky and stuff about their stuff. You've seen a lot of people get mad about the amount that Chipotle, the lack of oh man, calm down, buddy. I mean, that was on me. Still, and there was no need for me to even do that, so I went the wrong way. Oh well. I came here one day with another friend of mine one day around this area, and it was closed. The reason why I'm thinking about that right now is I'm going on the same way that he went. Usually, we always go the other way, but he went this way, so. Yeah, me and my friend one time, we came over here. This is during my season when I hurt my elbow, so I was resting for a bit. At the time, I didn't know I hurt my elbow as bad as I did. I thought it was light. It got worse later on. Right now, when I first got hurt, it was hurt, but like after a couple days, it got a little better, and then it hurt again, and yeah, it was really messed up. But at this time, I just rested for a bit, so I went out with him for this week, and yeah, we went here in the beginning, and it was closed because we went at 11, and I think it opens at 12, or maybe we went 10:30, and we went 10 o'clock maybe, and it opens at 12. So yeah, we were late. We were then we couldn't find a place. We went to another place, and it was closed as well. So no, where did we go after? We went somewhere else, and it was closed as well. So we decided to go to we call it to hummus, and that food was awful. That was so bad. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty bad. Oh my god! I don't really say food's bad. I love food, but it wasn't bad. It just wasn't good by any means. And you know, I went to hummus a couple of years ago, and it was really good. But this, I don't know what happened. Maybe they changed hummus from hummus to I don't know, hummus healthy. So I don't know. They have something at the end of hummus now, and it's like different now. You know, back when I used to go to hummus, it was like an actual like Mediterranean grill place. But now it's like a healthy place, like protein food, stuff like that. It's really weird. It changed completely. You know, it's more like a healthy place now. It's right around here as well. We didn't go to this one, but it's right here. It's more of a healthy place now. It's more like a protein thing. I saw these protein Pop-Tarts there as well. That's one of the good protein foods. Not a lot of protein foods are good, like they taste wise. They don't taste as good. Some of them are garbage. The pure protein bar is garbage. You know, back in as well, back when I used to not eat as much food, I used to like not eat at all. What I used to do is there was this Costco protein bars. There was a cookie dough and there was a chocolate chip one. Yeah, and I used to take like 10 minutes to eat it. I would eat it in like little pieces. I would like eat like a little rabbit. This is the time when I did not want to eat anything. I wanted to see my abs for the first time. Because, you know, I was 260 and everything like that back then. But now at this time, I'm 170. So I really wanted to be as lean as possible. 175. First of all, I wanted to wrestle 170. That whole year, my goal was to wrestle 170 and to be lean and be decently strong. I was lean. I never got the abs. I think one, because I didn't have muscle underneath it. But two, it's because I was 260. I'm not gonna have abs, let's be brutally honest. You could say all this and that, but at the end of the day, I was 260. I don't have that much loose skin or anything like that compared to most guys who are 260 or heavier, because I was only 260 for like a year. I wasn't 260 my whole life. I feel like that's the only thing that like isn't crazy about the transformation. Maybe, I don't even know. Maybe some people might get a little off that, because I wasn't 260 for my whole life. That's the thing. I think maybe some people don't like the fact that they see a 14-year-old. I was only 14 when I was 260, so I wasn't like 8. I was like a 25. I feel like a lot of my audience right now is more like 25, 30 and stuff like that. So they want to relate to someone that's like 25, 30. So maybe that's why I'm not getting as much love right now. But also it's very early on in my thing. I feel like a lot of the views as well are bots. A lot of people might not think that, but there's a lot of bots that are like scrolling all day and stuff like that. So like a lot of not real people, like actual human computer bots. So maybe that's what it is really for me. Like maybe a lot of my views are that. So maybe some of my videos that do well were bots. So not the ones that did well, but the ones on average, like the ones that maybe get like 200 views. Some of them are bots. Like there's no way it's all 200 people are viewing that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and Instagram right now, I'm stuck in that 200 view jail that a lot of people talk about, you know? On all these KFC right here, these fries are so good over here. I might get it one day. They're not even expensive. I think they're like $3. It might be $5 because everything's so expensive, but it's one of the foods I'll say is worth it. Those fries are so good. Oh my god. Those fries, if you dip them with the mac and cheese they have at the KFC, it's so good. Because that KFC mac and cheese is so much. Back when I used to, eat all the time, I used to get the fries. I would get the whole box of fries, and I would like dip the mac and cheese. I would get the large mac and cheese, and I would dip the fries. It was so good. Oh my god, that was amazing. That one. That was the first time. It was like, it's not the plain fries. It's like a different type of fries. I don't know what it's called, but it's common. But back then, that was my first time having that. So I was like, oh my god, this is insane. It was potato wedgies. It was, but then they changed it. Back then it was potato wedgies. So it was potato wedgies in it, and it was so good. And then they also changed it to these different type of fries at the KFC, and it was so good. You know. And then as well, back when I was I used to eat a lot of different food as well when I was into my 10th grade year of wrestling. I think it was that 11th grade year where that ended 10th grade year and that 11th grade year where I didn't eat anything. That's when all of a sudden I like lost, like, because I used to eat at so much restaurants back then. And then in my 11th grade year, I didn't eat anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because I was so focused on being lean. And that's the unhealthy part that a lot of people don't talk about, is that at a certain point you get so like obsessed with like looking yourself all day, like every single day, every single moment, wanting to be as lean as possible, wanting to be as looking good as possible, that you don't live a quality life anymore. Because now you're all just focused on just wanting to be as lean as possible. You know what I'm saying? You want to starve yourself. You want to eat like very small amounts, you know, eat like weird all of a sudden. Now you're eating like small bites and stuff like that. You're doing weird stuff, like chewing maybe gum for half the day, trying to starve yourself, trying to convince yourself that you're not starving yourself, but you're telling yourself, oh, you're being disciplined, you want to be the best. I mean, you create, and it's not just like physically as well, in your head as well. Now you're like creating this unhealthy mindset, mentality as well. And now you fear food, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to eat food. Every single time you eat pizza now, or eat something that tastes like slightly like that's unhealthy, that's not towards your goals, now you feel like an incredible amount of guilt. And sure, it's not great to always eat pizza and stuff like that, but at a certain point, you can go out and eat some extra food. You can eat a burrito, stuff like that, every so once in a while. You shouldn't feel terrible about yourself. You shouldn't run. I used to run. Like, if I ate, like, extra 500 calories back then, I would run that when I was 170, because I wanted to be as lean as possible. I didn't care anymore about feeling good. I just wanted to look good, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to get approval from people that didn't matter. So that's an unhealthy thing about it. But then I came across this one guy who's like Sam Sula. Like, he's like, I didn't like actually watch it. I never watched any of his videos or anything like that. I watched a clip. I'm not, because like, I don't know really. I don't really watch too much stuff. I usually like to watch commentary stuff like that. Maybe like, what do you call it? Sports videos with my game. I used to watch a ton of FIFA. We call it YouTubers and stuff like that. I don't watch any of that stuff anymore because I don't play the game anymore. I have no interest in the game, and I don't really see anyone posting anything about it because it's so boring now. They made it extra boring, which is good because they slow down the power curve in the game. But at the same time, like, the game is just so boring. I don't think I even enjoy the sport anymore. I think that's the thing as well. I think that's why I'm not enjoying it. But yeah, that's why, like, overall, that's like, I used to watch a ton of that. Now I don't really know what I watch anymore. I may watch in real person streams and stuff like that, like videos, like long form videos from the streams. But yeah, I even struggle nowadays to even find content to watch. I don't really watch too much stuff. I don't really eat too much anymore because now I'm not gaining weight anymore. Now I don't really know what I'm even doing anymore because now I can't wrestle. So I don't want to eat too much. I want to just stay around this weight now. I really do a lot more extra physical condition, like physical activity, compared to when I was hurt back in June time. Again, I hurt myself in June. I got an injury again in June, so I couldn't do any activity for 2 months. So I gained a ton of weight off that. But that's also a thing I was talking about in my I was writing the essay on injuries and athletes, and I'm like, one thing, like, a lot of athletes, what happens is a lot of athletes will gain weight and they'll get out of condition because they're away from their, because let's say, for example, in like, let's say football, you know, like, the guys eat like a ton of food because they need to lift as heavy as possible. But let's say now you're injured and now you can't, like, the reason why they're able to eat 6,000 calories every single day is, or like 5,000, whatever they eat, is because their condition, they run so much and they have to use so much and like healthy calories to like fuel their workouts. But now they can't do that. They can't lift as, they can't practice anymore. So now and lifting as well. So now they look worse. So now they feel worse. Like mentally, it hurts. Like them not seeing themselves at the strongest. But also, now if they eat more, they gain weight because now they're eating like a person that's obese, and they can't actually like feel their workout. So now they actually gain more weight now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's actually like that's so much stuff that happens when you get injured and stuff like that. So yeah, back when I was like eating a lot more because I was trying to build as much strength as possible. I did watch a ton of stuff, but now I don't really watch anything. Right now though, I'm very hungry right now. I'm almost at my area right now, which is good, you know. But yeah, that's the thing that I was thinking. Like, I like in my 10th grade year, even like when I dropped the weight, I used to still have so much restaurants I used to try. Now I don't eat anything. And I think as well because in the summer of after my senior year, I cut so much weight, which I needed to, but like 30 pounds, I wrestled 30 pounds less than I was in the season. I talked about before how in my senior year, like towards the end of my senior year, I was like 211, 212, something like that. It's just still a little down, but still a little up and stuff like that. But yeah, I just hated the way I was treated when I was. That's the thing as well. Like, I couldn't take it anymore. Like, you know, being looked at as like a joke now because I've gained so much weight. Now people just laugh at me. They don't even take me serious anymore. It's weird. Like when you're skinny, it's not just respect, but like people generally just start making fun of you when you look bad. Like, oh look at this. Like everything you do, you get up, you stand up. They'll just laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? You stand up in a weird way and they're like laughing at you. Like, yeah, look at this fat guy. Look at the way he's standing. You know what I'm saying? Look at the way he gets up. Oh, let's say for example, you drop a book for example. They'll all start laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? Like you go up to pick it up and they'll just laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? Everything you do all of a sudden now is just a joke because of the way you look. Everywhere you look, every single place you go now, you're a joke. Everyone's looking at you weird. Everyone's got a thing in their mind about you. And you can't do anything about it. The only thing you can do is either lose weight or eat yourself. You can eat away your problems. You can be like, oh my god, this sucks so much. And the thing is, what sucks as well, some people make fun of you while you're doing it. You know, a lot of people say, oh, no one's judging you in the gym. And that's true, no one is. But there is some losers who really are, like, just laughing at you and be like, ah, look at this fat guy. Oh, because like, let's say, for example, they're half repping 80 pounds on incline dumbbell bench, and they think they're so strong because they're not half repping. Let's say, for example, they're, what's a good example I want to use? Like, half repping something. Maybe half repping 285 on squat. Let's say they're half repping it, like quarter repping it, like back squat. Zerker squat is more heavier more harder to get the full range. I sometimes think I'm half repping on my AI videos and everything like that when I ask AI it and everything like that, and I watch the videos back. It does look like I'm getting a good range of motion, but I don't know. I got a comment one time on one of my videos. He was like, nice form. Like, he tagged one of his friends and he's like, nice form, something like that. And I told him, like, appreciate it. Like, I didn't know if he was joking or not, so I'm like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Not because I was saying thank you, because, you know, comments, like, when you comment, like, when you reply to comments, it boosts engagement. So even hate comments, for example, I don't really even care. Because in 5 years' time, I'm going to be, like, doing much better. So the only thing I do with hate comments is just reply to them, like, I appreciate it, or I explain what it's about. Like, some guy said, oh, you just said a whole lot of nothing, and I explained to him what the video was about. So if someone, first of all, it boosts the engagement, and like, we'll push it out to more people because it's boosting the engagement. Second of all, if people watch the video again and they don't understand what I'm saying, that explanation in the comment will make them understand what I'm saying, and my point will be more clear. So so yeah, that's really what that was about, really. Like, I don't really let hate comments get to me too much. I remember there's one hate comment that did get to me a bit for a little bit. It was like on the chest, I made a video saying that back when I used to do my information videos, that machines don't build as much muscle as free weights, and some guy got really mad at me. He's like, oh, with your lack of expertise and stuff like that, or stuff like that. He was like sneak dissing me, a little insulting me back and forth a little bit, but not like in an obvious way, you know, like in a way that was like a little hidden and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a little weird, but I'm at my destination now. It's weird being back here.